Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Amra and this is Amra's Beauty Blog. I'm a freelance makeup artist with a passion for all things beauty. If you're a subscriber, then a welcome return. If you like this video, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for weekly uploads. So today we are going to be talking about the new Pat McGrath Bridgerton 2 collection. I have been waiting for this collection for just under a month. It took about a month to get to me and I'm still missing one of the items, which is the kohl liner that is new to the collection. So what I'm going to try and do is film everything I have and then I'll try and add that on. So let me talk to you about what I picked up. I have the full collection. I also decided to get myself a little tiara to match. Bridgerton had a secret cinema which I attended with a really good friend and we experienced the whole Bridgerton sort of atmosphere. It was really amazing, and so as part of that I remember seeing Pat's first collection from Bridgerton being sold there, and some of the makeup artists there added some makeup for me whilst I was at the event. However, we are here to talk about the new collection, which is the Bridgerton 2. I have it all here because I can't carry it. I've picked up all the lipsticks, I've picked up the whole collection basically. The two powders, which are that shimmer powder, body powders. I've picked up the blushes, which is part of this beautiful collection, and the eyeshadows. So today we're going to be doing a complete look. I will try and show you the body shimmers, one side here with one colour and then maybe one side here with the other colour, and show you as many pieces from the collection as I can. We will also be doing swatches and I'll show you all of the lip swatches. This is the new satin lip formula. Pat has introduced a satin Allure lipstick. So I have previous Pat lipsticks, but I was so excited about this new formula and the packaging for this. It's beautiful. So I decided to pick up all of the colours, and because it's limited edition and the packaging is limited edition, I had to get it. So I have all of the lipsticks for you. Just so you know, I have the Pat McGrath foundation on and it is in the number 15, which is my colour, and I've just done that now, so we can pretty much try on all these items straight away. So let's take a look at the first item, which is the eyeshadow palette, and this is called Belle of the Ball and it's the Pat McGrath Labs Bridgerton Mothership. So there is 6.6 grams of product and in total there are 6 colours. So I will try and demonstrate as many colours as I can on this look, but if I don't, then I'll definitely swatch these for you as well. I wanted to show you my Bridgerton inspired tiara which I picked up. This is in rose gold, so I thought, oh, let's go full bling. The previous collection had blue and this is more peach, so you can distinguish between the two. So you've got the gorgeous Bridgerton logo here and you can see that in the center. You've got these cute little cherubs and then there's like pearls going around in the crown and the flowers. Flawless, my dears, as you open it up. So these are the colors. From left to right, Refinement, Regency Romance, Diamonds Desire. Then you've got Forbidden Amour, Daring Candy, and Forever Charmed. I can definitely guarantee that's Regency Romance. That's Daring Dandy. This one is Forbidden Amour here, and then this one is Forever Charmed. So that one makes that one Refinement, and then this one makes it Diamonds Desire. So I think that's the order that it's in. So I've just removed the protector, but you've got the mirror, which is always fantastic to have. So let's do a little bit of arm swatching. So I believe this one's called Refinement. So we're just going to go into Refinement now. So that one is Refinement. So you can see that it's really sort of a great highlight colour. And then we're going to go into this colour, which is Regency Romance, and Pat loves her pinks and this is gorgeous. And then you've got that beautiful bee, I think, here. So we're going to go into the next colour, which is Regency Romance. We're going into this last colour here, which I think is called Refinement, but that is the next colour in the row, which has that beautiful rose gold look to it. Stunning. Then we have the bottom row, and I love the way that they've got these imprints on here. Forever Charmed. Let's swatch this one first. Again, it's really pigmented. I mean, Pat does not disappoint when it comes to pigmentation. This is the next one. Beautiful. we're going to swatch this blue shade here, which is the colour Daring Dandy. And again, like I said, look how pigmented that is. Daring Dandy. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? And then the final shade here, Forever Charmed. Wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's kind of like a shift in colour. Kind of almost green-like. It's really, really beautiful. So these are the arm swatches of the eyeshadows. Stunning. I have basically done a recent video on these brushes and I wanted to use these again. These are from Viva Le Gentil and I got these kindly gifted to me and I wanted to try this with the Mcgrath makeup. I recently tried it with my Dior makeup and I just did a video and it came out beautifully. So I'm really excited to give this a go using these brushes, which are synthetic and again kindly gifted, so thank you very much. Because I really want to get close to my eyes and to give a really good eye look, I'm going to use brush number 1, number 2 and number 3. I have used most of the colours in this palette now. It really is an experimental game. I mean, I'm just playing to show you what you can do with the colours, but you can use one colour, you can combine the colours. I'd say these two are very much highlighter shades, so you can use those as highlighters, or you can go over with one colour. Now, I noticed using my fingers, I got better payoff with, in particular, the blue colour, Daring Dandy. I think if you want a little bit of oomph, then I would use your finger for certain colours if you want them really to pop. In my previous video, I mentioned that I picked up the Hourglass eyeliners, and for this look today, I thought it'd be good to try Forest, which is more of a green colour, because I've got like this kind of green going on. Let's put this eyeliner on together now. I'm loving these Hourglass new eyeliners. This one is in the waterproof gel eyeliner in Voyeur, and the colour is Forest, and it's a green colour, but it goes really well with this look. I'm just using the pencil to go into my waterline. Okay, so I've just added some mascara, a little bit of brow, and so that is the completed eye look with these colours. And like I said, it's a real experimental game and you can just see what suits you, but I wanted to show you as many colours as I could. So we're now moving on to the next piece, which is the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter. Again, beautiful packaging. And there's 7.5 grams of product in here. You've got Champagne Venus, Aphrodisia, which is new I think, Budding Romance is new, and Berry Brilliance. This is what it looks like, and you can see that it's gorgeous. There's all the colours here. So this is what it looks like up close, and you can see how gorgeous these colours are. I just love her blushes. She can't do any wrong with these. So the container is very sort of pat, it's very unique, and I really love it. Let's take a look. So I thought it would be a good idea to just do some quick arm swatches of these colours. So we'll go with the top one first, which is this highlighter shade. So I think this is the Champagne Venus one. So this is the first colour. So the top one is Champagne Venus. We're now moving on to number 2 and number 3. So number 2 is Aphrodisia. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Number 3 is called Budding Romance. So let's have a look at that swatch. Oh, that's nice as well. And then the final shade is called Berry Brilliance, which is the bottom one. So this is Berry Brilliance. And look how pigmented that is. Gorgeous. So I'm going to take the number 5 brush from the Viva Le Gentil, and I'm going to take Aphrodisia, which is this peachy colour, and I'm going to go into my brush, which I'll just tap a little bit off, which is this blush brush, but it's a bit more sort of slanting. Oh, that's nice. So what I'll do is show you this colour on this side, which is called Aphrodisia, and then I'm going to take the colour on the right hand side, which is more pinky, and that one is called Budding Romance. So let's try Budding Romance on the other side. So this one's going to be a lot more pinky compared to the other side, which is a lot more sort of corally, and I'll decide which colour is better suited for this look. I think they're both nice in different ways, to be honest. This one has got more of a corally look, this one is more of a pinky look. So it depends what you would like for this look. I just wanted to also try this deeper one, which is the colour Berry Brilliance. So what I might do is tap into Berry Brilliance and just show you a mixture of the two. So I'm going to use number 2 and number 3 together. I wanted to show you how pigmented that is. Oh, Berry Brilliance is very pigmented, and it's got that deep colour to it. Oh, wow, look at that. If you can see that, it's really strong. Definitely an evening colour, the bottom one. I'm just going to take my number 6 brush and just buff it out. Just get the colour moving a little bit, because it's very intense. Once you buff it out, it doesn't look too bad, but I think you've got to be aware that that colour is quite intense compared to the other two. I'm going to go into that colour again, but I'm really going to go on top of the colours I've just done and just buff it out so that it doesn't look too intense, because I think once you buff it, it does just look like a really nice sort of blush. So I'm just going in and buffing it out. There is another brush in this collection that does a lot of that buffing as well, the number 8 brush. And I'm just going to buff it out a bit with that. It's a bit more sort of flat and splayed, and that should distribute the colour better. take a little bit over your nose as well. Buff that out, and as you can see, as I buff it, the colour really blends lovely into my skin tone. Now we've done the blushes, I thought it would be good to try the highlighter shade, which is Champagne Venus at the top. So I'm going to use the highlighter brush number 4, and I'm going to go in and just tap, and I'm just going to put it on the high points of my cheek. Can you see that come through? That's a very nice highlighter. Very nice. That is using everything here. That's how it looks so far, and yeah, very, very pretty. So now we've done that, I think we're going to have to quickly demonstrate the 2 body powders. They come in 2 different shades. The first one is called Pale Moon. You'll see how it looks. I'll try and demonstrate it on my shoulder just here. And then the other shade that I've got is called Golden Majesty, which is definitely more of a gold shade. Let me swatch these for you first, and then I'll put it on my body. Again, you've got the gorgeous Bridgerton packaging, stunning. Open it up. This one has a puff as well, which is such a lovely, gorgeous touch. So this colour is called Pale Moon. Put a little bit in my hand. I'm just going to swatch Pale Moon for you on my arm. So this is Pale Moon. I don't know if it's showing very well. It's more of a sort of shimmer shade. You can see that. That's Pale Moon. Just sort of demonstrate that to you. And then I'm going to show you the other colour. So again, the beautiful Bridgerton packaging. And this one is in the colour Golden Majesty. Again, you've got the puff. I'm just going to swatch it for you. So you can see it's a lot more golder in colour than the other one, which is a bit more pale. So it's a good sort of shade name, Pale Moon and Golden Majesty. Put a little bit more on to show you. So that's the swatches of the 2 body shimmers. So I'm just going to put Pale Moon across my shoulder here. And you can see the shimmer of Pale Moon. So that's Pale Moon. And then this one is called Golden Majesty. So I'm just going to... So this one is Golden Majesty. And to be honest, there's not a huge difference between the 2 that I can see. I mean, this just looks a bit more paler. Then this one looks just a tad more warmer, so it's really up to you. So we're now moving on to the lipstick collection, and what was really good about this is they're 2 different containers. So it's 491 to 497, and I'll do them in order, and we're going to do each one now one by one so you can see, and then we'll swatch them at the end. Just before I start, I just wanted to show you the beautiful Bridgerton packaging. Again, this is limited edition. This one is 18-month shelf life. Let's take a look. And this is what it looks like. These are the first batch of colours. You'll see them come up in blue, and I believe you can remove this and wear it as a ring, and I've seen Pat do this on her channel where this can be used as a ring. This is 491. It's a lovely colour. This is in her new Satin ALLURE formula. 3.7 grams of product. I'd have to say I really love everything about this. My only thing that I find a bit odd is that it's plastic. It was quite a fair bit of money for each lipstick, so I'm a bit disappointed that the lid is made of plastic. Let's take a look. This is the first time I've tried Pat's new formula. It really feels very moisturising on the lips. This satin formula is really nice. Now we're moving on to 492, and this one is the colour Infatuation. Again, you have the beautiful blue packaging with the bow. This is a very pretty colour. This is 492 Infatuation. It's a really unusual but beautiful colour. So the next colour is Veiled Rose, and this one is 493 in the Satin Allure. So this is 493, and this colour is called Veiled Rose. So this is 493 Veiled Rose. The next one is 494 in Negligee, and this one I believe is slightly different coloured packaging. This is in the sort of more peachy colour. So this is 494 Negligee. So this is 494 Negligee, and this is definitely more of a peachy colour, really pretty as well. Colour is Venetian Peach, which is 495. I think it's spelled Venusian Venetian Peach, and that's 495. This is also in the peachy colour, Venetian Peach, 495. So this is Venetian Peach. Very beautiful again, a little bit lighter than the previous colour I think, but feels very moisturising. So we're moving on to the next colour, which is 496 Entranced. This is the same peach packaging. So this is Entranced, and it's definitely more of the sort of deeper shades. Okay, so let's try number 496 Entranced. This is a lovely shade as well. So we're finally on to the last colour. Just so you know, in between changing the colours, my lips have still felt really moisturised and the pigmentation is beautiful on this Satin Allure formula. The last colour is in Elson 5, so we're now moving into red territory, and this is in 497. Elson 5 is actually a blue package, so this is Elson 5. So this is the final colour from the Satin Allure range for Bridgerton, and this is in Elson 5. So this is Elson 5. So here we go. These are all of the 7 swatches. 491 Nude Romantic 2, 492 Infatuation, 493 Veiled Rose, 494 Negligee, 495 Venetian Peach, 496 Entranced, and 497 Elson 5. So I thought we'd do something a little bit fun today because there was an Elson 5 in this new collection, and I had a request from a subscriber, and I think this is a really cool idea. So what I've done is I've gone away and I've picked all of Pat's reds in Elson alongside her Primrose kit, which was Elson 3. So I'm going to show you how they all compare. This is Elson. This is Elson 2. This is the Supreme lipstick that no one could get hold of, which is crazy because it never really got released. And then this is the 4th shade, which is the Crimson Couture kit, which is Elson 3. And then the last one is Elson 5. So you should be able to see that they are all different. The last one, which is the satin one, which is the new one that's just been released, doesn't have the same formula as the other mattes. These are all mattes, but you can also see that this one is a lot more on the kind of berry side. These are more true red colours, I would say. I will label these as well for you, but like I said, this is Elson 2. This is the Supreme colour that she released. This is her Crimson Couture colour in Elson 3, and that one is Elson 5. So I hope that is helpful to you. So this is an extra video that I said I was going to add on, and this is because the Pat McGrath Bridgerton Legendary Wear Velvet Kohl Eyeliner arrived a little bit later than when I filmed the actual review. I've just done a video of how I got this makeup, and I've done a little reel. I will definitely have it on my Instagram, and you can see how I achieved this look. So this is the Kohl Eyeliner. It's in 0.8 grams. It's in the Bridgerton packaging. It is an 18-month shelf life, and this is what it looks like. So you have a sharpener, I believe, at the end where you can sharpen the crayon, but this is quite thick. As you can see, this is a bit larger and thicker than her normal eyeliners. I'm quite excited to see how this looks. Now, I've kept my look pretty basic because I want the eyeliner to do the talking, and I have put on her eyeshadow from the Bridgerton collection with that bumblebee on it, and it's that gold colour. This is how it looks as a swatch. As you can see, that's the swatch of the eyeliner, and you can see it's very creamy, and I think this is going to look really lovely with the look that I'm going to create. So I've got my liner. So I've just done one eye, and this is how I would normally just do a little wing. I'll tell you now that the formula feels really creamy. There is a little room to play. It's quite soft, so you can kind of get it how you want it. So what I've done for this look is I've put it on my upper lash, and what I've tried to do as well is just flick it at the ends a little bit. So I'm just going to rub, but I've just flicked it at the end, and what I've done is I've just used it as a line, my eye line. I've put it at the top as well, just so to increase the thickness of it. Now I'm not going to probably put it at the bottom a lot or all the way across because it's going to make my eyes look smaller. So what I'm going to do is just put it on the edge and just literally dab it slightly. Just on the corner, little bit. So I've just added it onto the corners and just trying to make it fit to how I want it to look. The eyeliner is really, really lovely and very creamy. Like, it's a lovely formula, and I'm really glad that I picked this up. I know it took a little bit of time to get here, but this is the liner. So I have added everything on now, and I'm really, really happy. I've got my brows, I've got my mascara. So this one's made in Italy, and I think she had some issues with this particular item in terms of being made or shipment. So this was delayed compared to the rest of the collection. So that's why I've decided to show you quickly how it looks as an eyeliner and added it onto this video so you can see. I know that a lot of you have been waiting for this review. It has taken me, like I said, over a month to get all the items, so I really hope that you enjoyed this review. So that is everything. I have tried on all the lipsticks for you now. I've shown you swatches of everything from the collection. Now, I've been buying Pat McGrath since she started to launch all of her things on her online store. The reason why I kept purchasing from the online store was because there were a lot of discounts that you couldn't get in Selfridges, which is the closest place I can get Pat's makeup. I decided to continue purchasing from her online store. I heard lots of stories through the last few years about Pat's site, in the sense that people were not getting a great experience, but most of the time my experience was really good until recently. I have been disappointed in this collection, not because of the collection itself, from the viewpoint of delivery and that anticipation that you get when you order a new collection and you really want to get your hands on it. Pat's makeup is so good, but I think that her shipping lets her down, as well as the time it takes to ship. Once you get to someone in customer service, they're actually really helpful and they are really nice. I've got replacements for a couple of things where I found the standard has not been up to scratch. Now, that doesn't happen very often, but when it does, they've always sent me a replacement or they've offered me a discount of some kind. So I'm not complaining about things from that perspective. It's more about the shipping time. It does ruin the experience a little bit because obviously this collection is launched in the States as well, and a lot of people have already got it, and I haven't really had the opportunity to get it in time. It's taken almost a month, and by then your enthusiasm kind of dies down. But because it's Pat, I'll always love what she brings out and I'm willing to wait. But I really hope she sorts out the shipment issues that she's having. And also, when I purchased this, I didn't realise till after I pressed the purchase button that delivery wouldn't be for another 2 or 3 weeks after I purchased it, when other items were being shipped earlier, but when you bought the whole collection you had to wait. And then there was a further delay. I had to chase it, and then I got a message to say that actually it was going to be delivered another week later, and I think that's down to the Kohl eyeliner pencil. I'm not sure where that's been shipped from, but I think there's been delays, but I've never really been told why these delays happen, and I've been finding that quite stressful because it's sort of like I'm not being told what's going on. I've really enjoyed this collection. I think that out of the 2 eyeshadow quads, I think the first collection she did, the eyeshadow palette was a lot more interesting, in the sense that I think the colours were just a little bit different. These ones are lovely, but I feel as though I've seen a lot of these colours before, and I think a lot of people haven't got the eyeshadow palette for that reason. However, I'm a collector of Pat's and I'm all for any new launches she does, but I understand if people want to skip that. When it comes to her blushes, I really love the blushes. I'm a huge Pat McGrath blush fan. When she launched her blushes, I was first in the queue. I wish I purchased them all in one go. I actually do have some of the other ones now, which I haven't had time to film, but I will at some point. But I was really excited about them because we had been waiting for ages, and then she really delivered. These blushes are really nice that she's got in this collection as well. When it comes to the shimmers, they show better when you put them on your hand rather than on your body. I don't think you see the difference. You don't have to get them both. The packaging confused me a little bit. You can't actually see the difference between the two because the packaging is identical. The only way you can tell is when you look at the sticker below. When it comes to her lipsticks, I love all of these shades. They are so beautiful, and the new formula, SATIN ALLURE, is lovely. I would definitely recommend the lipsticks. I hope that the swatches have helped you as well as these lovely swatches of the reds, because I know that people have been asking me for this, so I'm so glad that I've managed to put this in my video this time for you. Again, Hourglass have smashed it with their eyeliner. I'm glad that I had that to hand today to use for this look. I felt like they always deliver when it comes to their eyeliners, so I hope that's helped you to see what the colour Forest looks like. Always bought their eyeliners. I think that's one of their top products alongside their ambient powders. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What have you picked up? What are you thinking about picking up? How was your experience with Pat and her shipping and delivery? It hasn't put me off, but I'm definitely gonna really think about it when I purchase her next item and about how quickly I want it. If there's a discount, then it's a bit of a no-brainer. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.